Waste no time. All right, we live. Take Tuesday. We live on the gram too. I kind of
You're muted.
got both. Oh, okay.
You're not
I'm muted.
No, you're not.
Well, I can't hear y'all. Then what?
Come on,
Hold on, let
man.
me leave.
Anywho, yeah, like that take 5 pot. Take Tuesday, the second one. Yeah, so we definitely got some takes that we about to get into. So we got some football to talk about. And yeah, man. So Julian, you finally ready to admit that the NBA regular season is better than the NFL season? Hooray! Like let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Because avert your eyes, please. Avert your eyes. I know y'all can't see this, but
this is about to be thrown.
I just witnessed a 50 burger in the league.
What is okay?
It's like the first 50 burger in like 40 years.
Or 70
50 put on.
Bro,
this is not about the
NBA.
What? This is not the NBA.
I'm just saying, we witnessed like beatdowns in the NBA too.
Ain't y'all said that the baseball playoff was coming up? So, what's the largest deficit in a baseball game? Like, has anybody lost? That's like 20 runs right there. That's like losing by 20 runs.
I mean, it happened. I'm pretty sure it happened a couple times actually this season, but
yeah,
baseball a long game. I wouldn't necessarily be shocked. I'd be
yeah. I mean, you play 162 games. Like, I get that point, but
and
like,
what are you trying to say?
Out this weekend are bad. Like, they are bad.
They're terrible.
I said what I said. Like, that's equivalent to losing by 25 runs in a baseball game.
I mean,
in NBA terms, that's losing by like 70.
Yeah, that's like the Clippers versus the Clippers and Mavs game that one time. Like, that was horrible.
It wasn't no 70 though.
Like 50.
I mean, the Warriors when the Warriors won the chip, they lost by like 60 in the playoffs, I think.
Oh no, that one playoffs was so bad.
To the Grizzlies.
They were just trading out like 40-point blowouts every night. That was crazy.
That definitely
NBA is bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
You can't don't compare the NBA to the NFL.
Yeah, well,
so if the 50 burger didn't move you, all right. So what if I had money down?
Game.
No, Julian. But what if I had money down though? What if I had money down on the Jaguars?
Did you have money down?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not a betting man. I'm just saying. What if I had money on the Jags? T. Lawrence and them to go in there and handle the Texans. Like, am I just down bad? Like,
yes, you are down bad. Like, I mean, that's how the NFL works. Like, no game is a given. Like,
that's true.
Play every week.
No game is a given. So the Cardinals, they're favored by 2 scores on the Cardinals. 2 scores. So I'm just out bad. I put my house down.
If you put the house down, you go out bad. Like, betting on NFL games like that is crazy because like you can really lose everyone. So they're pros, bro. Like they're pros.
I disagree. They look like college games, bro. Look like that Colorado game over there.
There were like 2 blowouts this weekend. Like
2. Wait. 2.
There are at least 3.
The Chiefs, Bears, and then obviously the Dolphins and the Broncos. Like, those are the 2 ones that like ring out to me. I mean, maybe there was.
Yes, the Falcons. The Falcons got their ass beat. Like, the Falcons, they got.
It wasn't a blowout though.
That definitely was.
That's a blowout.
It wasn't. That's a blowout. Y'all had no offense.
The Commanders as well. The Commanders as well.
We missed a field goal. Like, that was really like supposed to be a 1-score game for the
3-point
game. It was a 7-point game. It was a 7-point. It was a 10-point game for the majority of the game.
Come on,
like those 3 points changed a lot.
Julian, I witnessed Deshaun Watson storm in there and put 27 on the Titans. 27-3. That's not a blowout.
The Browns are good.
37-3. Bills and Commanders. That's not a blowout.
That was a blowout. I didn't
forget
about that game. That was a blowout. Just looking down.
Okay.
Myself.
I mean, those are the worst teams in the league, though, except for maybe the Commanders. Like, we don't really know about the Commanders yet.
Yeah,
they're down there.
And like Sam Howell is not that good. Like, he's not good. So
he looked good last game.
Yeah, he had a good second game.
He did.
He did have a good second game.
He looked good enough for like a first time
Wait, are we talking about
rookie?
the same?
I mean,
Sam
basically a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one that threw
He's
4 picks
basically
against the
he's
Bills.
essentially a rookie.
The Bills are good.
First year starting. It's not
I
coming
mean,
out
it's
like
easy to throw picks when you're coming from behind the whole game.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's
make
fair
mistakes
enough.
more.
Like, I get that, but
All right. What are you trying to prove?
Yeah,
Like,
I still don't
there's
know
nothing
what-
that you can say to make me think that the
Yeah.
NBA is better than the NFL.
I
Stop
just
shaking your
spent
head.
a whole
Take that
Sunday
Lakers jersey
watching
off.
people getting
Like,
pummeled.
This is
I just
we're
watched
not in
the
basketball
whole
season.
Sunday
Why do you
of
have
Hulk
a LeBron
smashes.
jersey on?
That's what I
Do you have a
watched.
LeBron jersey on? Do you have a
You're
LeBron jersey?
right, because I like
Take
the
it
league.
off. Take it off.
Really?
That's
Really?
unacceptable. We are in look, we're into September.
Oh yeah, we counting down. Oh, we counting down. It's less than 2 weeks, I believe.
2 weeks.
That's sad.
Less than 2 weeks till
Yeah,
we
no
back
one
in
even
La La
cares.
Land. And,
We don't care until Christmas. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, not gonna
Nobody's
lie.
watching that
I
until
mean,
Christmas. Like,
Christmas coming quick.
no cap. I think they have NFL on Christmas now, so I'm
They
probably
do.
not watching that.
So,
Yeah,
They don't
that's
even do
that's
that.
actually thrown. You're thrown
That
for
was
that.
that
But
crazy.
Thanksgiving, sure. For sure.
Bro, no.
Christmas,
The
that's
swing
the-
of the NFL
uh,
season is Christmas. We're in the end, the home stretch of the season.
That's not the most crucial. You know what I'm saying? That's not the most crucial football that you're playing throughout the
No,
season. though.
it
That's
is.
how
It
we-
is.
Getting there.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it is
getting
not.
there.
That's not the most
December
crucial
football.
That's like-
December football is like
It depends on who you are, of
That's very
course. But
major.
most of the time, if you're in December, half of these teams aren't even going to be in playoff contention. They're going to be playing for scraps. Nothing. They're not going to be playing for anything.
That's not true.
That's
That's
kind
not
of
true.
true. That's kind of
So many
true.
people's seasons come down to the very last week.
Yeah,
That's true
what I'm
too.
saying.
Though.
Maybe like 4 or 5 teams.
Dude, they load the division games in the back in like that back end as well. So like you can go on a big swing and turn it around like that in a division. Like there's usually not that many teams that are completely in the gutter.
Out of it, yeah. Like the Panthers were still in playoff contention last year with like a few weeks left.
Slick, the Falcons were too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole division was, right? Like that whole division was,
Yeah.
which is ass. Yeah. Like,
That was terrible. Oh my god.
I was just hoping the Falcons would lose out. They were still in it.
Yeah, dude. We started like
they were trying
0-5,
hard to win
did we
those
not?
games at the end
Like
of the
that?
season.
What, last year? And I wasn't on 5 last year.
it was something bad. We started off bad and then we randomly started winning games. It made me so mad.
Yeah, I think Ritter went like 2-2, something like that at the end of last year. So
Yeah, just imagine if y'all had Shroud. Like,
We'd
I
be
think
nice.
that would be better if y'all, because Algier, I feel like he does, he does a good job running the ball. Like, y'all don't really need Bijan.
I guess.
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
He's a great weapon to have. Like, for
Eh.
sure. But I don't know.
Did you
Like,
say
yeah,
and?
we would. And it's crazy, but like, yeah, we do need a quarterback badly. Like, Morgan getting on my nerves. Why is Morgan looking like that, bro? What's wrong with Morgan?
So we're just gonna let this go. I don't know if y'all heard him. Did y'all hear what he
I
said?
heard him, but I'm not addressing it. Like,
Oh, okay.
I'm not
all
addressing
right,
that. Yeah,
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I'll keep it to myself. On that note, I was like, whew, that's crazy. Joe Burrow, Iceman. I call him Snow. You know what I'm saying? I call him Snow. You know what I'm saying? Definitely looked hobbled out there. Definitely wasn't himself. Still week 3, definitely wasn't himself. But it's enough to get the job done. It's enough to
was.
get the job done. What'd you think?
Once again, he didn't look like himself. Like, that was very evident. The offense had. Did they score? When they scored their first touchdown?
It was a
Or
it was
fourth
a
Third quarter, probably.
mixing run or whatnot.
Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, that was the
Yeah.
end of the third quarter. Like,
They definitely looked a lot better second half, though.
I mean, sure.
they're different.
Like they were just playing the whole short game the whole day.
I mean,
So,
for the first
their
half,
defense
for
looked
sure,
way
but
better.
they actually started going deep second half.
I wouldn't say deep. I wouldn't say deep.
Yeah, I mean, and is the Rams defense even fire? Like, congrats,
No,
I guess.
no.
Like, you got a touchdown.
They played pretty well. I mean, I can't
No,
lie.
they were no.
No,
I'm
they
just
played
saying
well.
they played well that game.
They play
Like,
well, yeah.
How
You know
many
whose
points did they
defense
score?
is not fi is the Colts.
Their defense is better than
Okay.
what's the name? What are we talking about here?
Why are you saying that?
Yeah, whoa.
I don't know.
shout out to Black America. You know? Hey, Bob, like,
No,
you
but
know.
Lamar actually did look terrible.
What?
Oh, we're switching
So,
gears.
like, we can go ahead and
Is
you know,
that
go down
your
to-
narrative? What if Lamar looks terrible? What does Joe Burrow look like?
He had a better game than Lamar last game.
What?
Come on, bro. You just
Dude,
obviously
I'm
don't
not
watch.
gonna say. I'm not gonna.
You
sit here
didn't
and say
watch.
that
I mean,
had a-
Lamar folded the game away.
I'm not gonna sit here and say Lamar had
No,
a
he
godly game, but like he still makes an impact. Like, and like I feel like people are making too many excuses about the weather. I will say that because not every game is gonna be, perfect 75 degrees sunny. So like you kind of have to adapt, but the offense really hasn't changed much from what we've been seeing. So that's my opinion on like why he can still make those chunk plays with his feet, but like the offense is still pretty stagnant for the Ravens. They
Dude,
just
I
have
mean,
more names now.
this dude Justin Tucker missed a field goal. Like that usually doesn't happen. Like they really should have won that game easily.
I'm pretty-
And the
I mean,
ref
it was
gave it
hella
to
deep.
him.
It was hella deep.
Dude, he missed a 61-yarder.
No.
Yeah,
It was a
The
40
game should have been no. It shouldn't have ever came to that though.
Yeah,
Like
that's
the Ravens got the ball back with a minute. I don't know if y'all are watching. They got the ball back with a minute and about 50 seconds left. And the Colts had one timeout, and the Colts got the ball back with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. How does that happen?
yeah.
Like they missed the refs missed a face mask call.
Yeah,
Zay Flowers got geeked on the return. Then I think they threw an incompletion, and they ran the ball once. If they just had not got any penalties and ran the ball twice, the game was over. Like that game was done. So,
And if Lamar
I don't
didn't
know.
fumble earlier in the game.
bro, you can't sit back and blame it on a fumble. If Lamar didn't run for 120 yards in the game, then they would have got blown out. Like, what are we talking about?
But I mean, let's talk about the Colts though. I mean, that's what we started with.
I don't want to talk about the Colts, man.
What do you mean?
Colts
They're
are-
2-1. Like
They're not
the
good.
Colts.
They're 1 and 2.
Colts have a solid team.
I thought they were
No,
2.
they're
I thought
not.
they were
Is that
Oh,
the
they are
narrative we're
2-1.
going with?
They are 2-1. Yeah.
they beat the
Yeah.
Texans there.
I mean, come on now. Like, you lose your starting quarterback, you have to put in a Minshew to come in there and get the job done against the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, that's
Dude, those quarterbacks
to
are
me.
on par with each other.
No, they're
wait, what you
not.
say?
No, they're
Yes,
not.
they are.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
This is crazy.
No. Dude, Gardner Minshew is not good. He didn't do anything yesterday. Zach Moss carried him for most of that game. Like he
Minshew
game
made
man.
the plays. Yeah, he made the plays that he needed to.
Anthony
I mean,
Richardson
once-
is definitely
once,
a way better talent.
What'd you say?
Anthony Richardson could definitely do a lot more than he can, and there's a lot better.
I mean, I think
Athletically,
that's a try to Anthony Richardson though. He's
It
been
is a
playing
try.
well. He's been
Yeah.
playing
He's been
well.
playing very well.
Like he actually thrown the ball well too, like which I didn't even necessarily expect him to do, especially early in his career. He's thrown the ball pretty well, and you know what he does on the ground.
I mean, you can't say Minshew hasn't thrown the ball well. He looked
Like,
good
yeah.
last game.
I wouldn't say he looked good. He played one game versus the Ravens' second team. Like I feel like
Gardner
I also
Minshew
think,
is a solid backup quarterback to have on your team.
yeah, a great backup quarterback.
Definitely
That's it.
solid.
as far as
Definitely
it
solid.
goes.
Right. That's the furthest extent. Leave it at that.
I think the Ravens are still fine. Like losing all of those players definitely hurt. Like they lost Ronnie Stanley, they lost Gus the running back, Odell, Bateman went out. Like I feel like we're overreacting to that loss. Like, and they still should have won the game despite having. I think they had 10 people inactive. Like
I just don't believe the Colts were supposed to be a good team this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if they're supposed to be a hard squad to, overcome, especially without their draft pick in there. You know, that's the all I'm
Colts have
saying.
a solid team. They have a
I
solid
mean,
team.
yeah, they
I mean,
weren't
obviously,
be
I mean,
as
like,
terrible as they were last year. Like they were supposed to be decent last year, and they sucked. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
we're
mean,
finally seeing
they had Matt Ryan,
strides.
bro. So.
It was literally because of Matt Ryan. Like if they had anybody else, they would have been straight.
Matt Ryan is. Ooh.
And like their division is kind of green, so we'll see how
Who's in
that
that?
goes for the season. The
Texans.
Texans,
Texans, Titans.
the Texans, Titans, and Jags. So like,
I think the Jags are gonna win it still.
well, yeah. They just had a bad, that was just a bad game, but it's a division game, so
Yeah, that was big.
That's true.
Is Matt Ryan out the league right now? He should be.
Yeah, he be calling games on CBS.
Really?
he said he wasn't trying to take that Jets job. Like he was not going for that at all.
But he hasn't completely ruled out retirement. Like when he went to
Yeah.
CBS, like he did say like he wasn't fully retired yet. So
He needs. To
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him back. But like,
He needs to be done, bro.
yeah,
He needs to be done. He can come close to Falcons though, like the quarterback. He
Can play for y'all.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, at this point,
no.
Honestly.
wait a minute.
I'm not even
might-
knowing. Like
he
I don't
probably
like
might.
Ritter, but
He
like, I'm not even knowing if having Matt Ryan makes you
Nah.
much better, if any.
as mid as Desmond Ritter is. I mean, as mid as Matt Ryan is, I do think that he's still better than Ritter though. Ritter is not.
Dude, no, he's not because Desmond Ritter doesn't randomly turn the ball over.
He's made many random turn the ball over plays, like turnover worthy plays.
Dude, Matt
Yeah.
Ryan would do that literally twice a game, every single game last year.
I mean, that's fine, but Desmond Ritter can't throw to open people, so
We don't
That's
throw
like a-
anyway, so.
it's a major
Fair point.
it's a major issue.
Yeah, and the fact that we don't throw is also an issue. Like we have weapons. We have many weapons.
True.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
monster.
he doesn't target his monsters anyway. So
that's what I'm saying. Like
And it's
you
just
know,
like it's frustrating to watch just because like you don't even have to be that accurate of a quarterback to throw to guys who are 6'5". Like those guys dominate corners. They all dominate corners. Like, and I was on Twitter this week and people are like, Kyle Pitts is lazy. Like people are saying Kyle Pitts is lazy. And then someone said he's hurt because he was like limping a little bit while he was running. Kyle Pitts torched the cornerback by 3 yards. And they're like, oh, he's hurt. This guy looks like he's hurt. Or he pulled up on his route. He's lazy. I'm like, bruh, the quarterback missed him for an 80-yard touchdown. And we're talking about if he's limping or something. Like, no. It's crazy to me.
It is sad.
We need a quarterback badly. Like,
That's a trade for Kirk Cousins.
Matt Ryan is not that guy.
Dude, Kirk Cousins would elevate our offense.
He
bro,
would.
Kirk Cousins would make us go, like we would be hard. Like if
We
we had
would.
Kirk Cousins, we'd be hard. Like,
to be honest, I got some throw news. I looked at some throw news before I got on here, you know. So I read that J. Cole, the headline was J. Cole releases Colin Kaepernick's letter to the Jets or something like that. So I started skimming through the letter, you know what I'm saying? And it started talking about, you know, basically he wants to come in and, you know, suit up as a backup or something like that for the Jets. So like Colin Kaepernick, do we bring him to the A?
Is Colin Kaepernick not like 55 years old by now? Or
He's
something?
better than Zach Wilson, dude. Probably.
no,
Right,
he's
better
not
than that.
right now.
Shut up.
Right
He
now?
is.
Right now,
Probably.
He's
Right.
had
Definitely.
Zach Wilson is so bad. Like,
Bro,
you can't-
Colin Kaepernick hasn't played football in like 7
6
years.
years.
Dude, the point is Zach Wilson is just so bad.
Bro,
They might as well.
Was in high school. Zach Wilson was in high school when Colin Kaepernick was back in the NFL.
He
Definitely
definitely was.
younger than that.
Nah, he was doing the same thing we was doing, bro. You know,
Hey, we
at
were
the
in
le-
high
at the
school.
lounge.
We were in high school. when that boy started playing quarterback or stopped playing quarterback. Let's stop it.
That's funny, man. It's very funny.
Yeah, no, he's not coming back. That ship has long sailed.
All right, but real talk though, what about this Broncos thing though? Like, what do they actually need to do about this? Like,
They
Everything.
need to fire Sean Payton.
No, they don't.
I think
I
it's
don't,
Sean
I
Payton.
don't know
Like,
if it's Sean Payton that's actually the crux of the issue. Like,
It's definitely not. That offense already looks better than it did last year.
who's a team? The Chargers. Like, if he would have went to the Chargers, like
Yeah, he should have just
When
waited
they-
for Staley
He
to
might
get
be in the
fired.
hot seat too.
Because Staley needs to be fired like
Yeah,
immediately. It's crazy, dude. After I saw that man go for it on like his own 20,
That was
they were up for 1 minute left.
they had no timeouts, I think, or one timeout maybe.
Yeah, they had one timeout.
One, I think, yeah.
So,
And he ran the worst play call, which was the craziest thing. All they had to do was do a QB sneak with their 6'5" quarterback.
That was bad.
that was,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was funny.
yeah, that was poor.
That was
Like,
crazy.
they lucked out of that one for sure.
Yeah. I think he would have got fired before he left the stadium if they had lost that game.
Yeah, he would have.
Like that was a fireable offense, like for sure.
Nah,
Yard line?
yeah.
Like really? That was it.
Like, it would be one thing if that was like an analytics play. Like there was some analytics.
I mean,
support
it was, but like the analytics weren't even like in his favor for real. Like it was like, I think it was like
It was
if
like
they got the
5%.
first, yeah,
It was
if they
like
got
about-
the first down, if they got the first down, it was like 85%, and if they
And if
didn't,
they
like if
punted-
they punted the ball, it was like 80. Like it's like just stupid. Just, I don't know what those guys are doing. Like the analytics guys are cool and all, but some of the decisions they make are.
You just have to you just have to make a football decision, like punt the ball away. Like,
I'm saying.
you have to just trust at that point, just trust in your defense. Like,
Yeah, they are garbage. Like, so I feel them on that. Like, they're garbage at defense, but like, it's like, dang, like, that's a
I mean,
terrible call.
Maybe he just
Sure.
trusts his offense. Like he trusts his quarterback.
nah, that shows more. I
20-yard
feel like
line?
that's a lack of trust in the deep. Well, not even because because in the case like they didn't get it, like
No, he
You
trusted
have-
it. He
you
was
have
like,
you have
yeah,
15
he was like, they
men.
need a, yeah, he said they needed a, what's it called? They needed 7 anyway to win. So I don't know.
Gosh.
I don't know.
No, that was definitely strange news
that
that
was
I
crazy.
got.
That was crazy.
Like,
It
all
was like,
right, Joe.
neither team the last bit, like neither team really deserved to win that game. Like it was just someone had to win that game. So
Yeah.
both 0-2. So it's like okay.
It's crazy the Vikings are 0-3, bro. Like that's rough.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson's out for the year. So
What?
Hey.
bro?
what you mean, bro? Didn't
Oh,
that boy
you
get
heard
hurt?
the news?
No, bro. No, he's fine.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but out for the year, like
Right.
That was a cramp.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
Yeah.
a cramp for real?
yeah.
he definitely hopped off the field. Like, he's fine.
What does that mean? Like,
No, he's fine. No, like literally, like he was skipping. off
Yeah,
the
like,
field.
it was a
I mean,
cramp.
he
He
couldn't
was
hop
out
off the field if he
Hey,
tore a
and he
ACL.
came back in.
Yeah, he came in.
hey man, all
This is
right,
crazy. Somebody did get hurt. Oh, Mike Williams. Mike Williams got hurt. in the same
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
He's out for the
He's
year.
on the Chargers, though, to be fair.
He's out for the year.
For sure. What does that spell for the Chargers? I mean, yeah, Chargers.
Yeah.
I got me all mixed up, man.
Quinton Johnson, the first round pick they drafted from TCU, he's going to have to be great.
It's
Yeah,
more so
like-
Palmer has to be great.
Both, I would say. But I think Johnson has way more upside than him, and he's now the best deep threat on that team, like which is what he was in college. So your first pick's got to hit. So we'll see.
They weren't going to win anything regardless. So
It's crazy. It's funny because I remember at the beginning of the season, like, what's it? Oh yeah, they played the Dolphins the first week, and I was like, that defense is garbage. And Ian was like, no, their defense is good. Like they're actually very talented.
On paper, the defense is solid.
Bro, did you see the stat that Khalil Mack has not won a single pass rush rep in the whole season?
are you
Really?
serious?
Or prior to this week at least, he had a 0% pass rush win rate. Zero.
That's sad.
I mean, that's weird. Like on paper, they have an elite defense. Like they sat out J.C. Jackson, who's on an $85 million
Jackson-
contract,
But Jason
just
Jackson's
because
not good
he's
anymore.
so bad.
Yeah, he's not good anymore. And
It's
Khalil
sad.
is also washed. So like it's really just Derwin running around doing damage control, which is like throw.
Yeah, Bosa.
Yeah, Bosa, yeah. Still though, you can put a lot of attention towards Bosa and kind of take him out of the game. So
Yeah, I mean, their pass rush is atrocious on the entire.
no pass rush and no secondary is crazy. Like that's a crazy combo. At least have no chance.
Yeah, I think Kirk is staying.
Kirk.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I don't know why all the trade rumors started. I guess because when you don't win those 1-score games like they did last year, like the narrative can change like that, which is fair.
I feel like if they can get something for him, I would get rid of him. Like if you can get a good compensation package for him, I would definitely get rid of him. Because his contract's up. Like this is everyone.
So,
So you're gonna have to pay for real, or
Yeah.
I don't know, or trade him, or let him walk free, which you can't do in my opinion. You can't let him walk free.
I mean, I think you have to ride it out until the trade deadline. If that's the case.
Probably, yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
You got to see how at least the next 4 weeks play out.
Because also they can't really play with like how these wide receivers are divas and stuff. So like
Sure.
you can't really trade Kirk right now because how's Jefferson going to react to that if you're just wasting his season? Like he's
Yeah.
going to be pissed, and he might be like, "I'm not playing for y'all," and leave. So they definitely can't afford that. Like I saw people saying they were going to trade Jefferson too. Not-
I'll take him on the Eagles.
Oh yeah.
I need to see this Justin Jefferson thing for myself, bro. Like,
Dude, I mean,
I thought he was hurt at least, though. Like, at least hurt. Like,
Nah, he's straight.
Nah, he
No,
came
dude,
back.
I was watching that and I was
I thought he was
so
good. Yeah,
scared.
I mean, it looked
I was
like
terrified.
it could have been bad, but he came in like 2 or 3 plays later.
That would have made me so sick. Oh,
And like he probably like put himself back in the game type because usually like especially that late in the game, like if you come out cramping, like they're probably not gonna put you back in. Like
Yeah,
the Jets just signed Simeon.
yeah, I saw that.
yeah, so they're making moves finally. Joe Namath was pissed. He was so sick. Like, he got up out there. Like,
I saw that.
I don't know how old Brad is, but like, he's definitely too old to be getting out of Jets like this. Like, man, I'm gonna send that man to the hospital with the Zach Wilson. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. But now he said they need to change stuff top to bottom around that team. Like, was he spitting?
No,
I wouldn't say so.
I mean, I think Joe Douglas is on the hot seat if he doesn't end up making a move away from Wilson. Like, I think there's a bit of like ego at play in his decision. Like he drafted Zach Wilson. Like,
Yeah.
that's his number one prize possession. Like that's his quarterback of the future. He thought that was his franchise guy.
I
And
think we
that
get enough.
Busted. Yeah, that's busted so badly. So like to continue to play him, I think is just like it's just crazy mismanagement on the part of Joe Douglas. I don't know. But I think if they don't go and get it, I don't know.
Call his number.
Yeah, but who is he gonna go to? Like Tim Boyle? Like
I mean, you go to Simeon now, I guess, but
you could, but like that doesn't really move them either. Like I think they need to go get a guy who can play. Like there's guys who can play. Like we just saw Gardner Minshew play, Andy Dalton play. Like there's guys. Jameis Winston can play. Like there's a bunch of guys who are way better than Zach Wilson who sit the bench. So
Matt Ryan.
no.
Let's talk about these guys that could play though, Joe. Like, you want to get into your slides?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, I do have you messed up though. So you want you need everything at once?
No. It doesn't matter. Honestly,
He has multiple slides.
I
Yeah,
do.
boy,
I know there's going to be
multiple slides for y'all. Like,
I know there's going to be some rebuttal, so I just wanted to address this.
Oh
bitch,
my!
I'll work on your video.
Okay, so this is a disclaimer. My disclaimer before I get into it. This is not based on solely this season, because if it was, yes, we would have Tua at the top with like Patrick Mahomes. Like he's definitely. I said earlier, Tua's the MVP frontrunner. Like that's factual. So, but this is based on their total body of work and their talent. So I'm talking about them as a football player, right? So Patrick Mahomes, okay. Patrick Mahomes, obviously the best quarterback in the league. No one is close to him, in my opinion. This is also not in order from left to right. It's tiers. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes, obviously the best quarterback in the league. Then we've got Lamar, Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Allen. I think they're on that next level by themselves. The next guy who could get a shout maybe would be Justin Herbert, but I don't think he's there yet. I think those guys have kind of separated themselves. Aaron Rodgers, obviously in his prime, he's up there with like Mahomes. Honestly, like he's that guy. But now, pre-injury, I would say he's probably in this little tier with the Herberts of the world, the Trevor Lawrences of the world, the Staffords of the world, and then this is where it gets controversial because of how well he's playing this year. But we have Tua Tagovailoa in this next tier of quarterbacks. I do think he's probably the best quarterback in this tier, minus maybe Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is as good as him, at least talent-wise. And I left Deshaun Watson out for a reason. Because you kind of don't know how he's going to be like coming back after that hiatus he took. But if Deshaun Watson's playing, he's definitely up there in that second tier. Like if he gets back to being who he really is, like he's as good as like those guys.
The A tier?
No, yeah, the A tier. Like Deshaun Watson's that good. Like Deshaun Watson before the massages, like he was like. But
and Drew, your video is ready whenever you need it, man.
Not yet. But I want to hear from Ian, especially in Jacob, because I know there is some rebuttal about this list, and I do want to hear from y'all. So
I don't
think need that list up or not.
Yeah, leave the list up.
This is based on.
Leave it up for a minute.
You have to think about this. This is based on their talent as players. So take their situation out of it.
You're basing this off their entire portfolio of work.
No, I mean, yeah, but that's not the end all be all. Like I'm factoring in how well they're playing right now. Obviously,
it doesn't look like it.
It does. What do you mean?
Like, well, first of all, this is like so disrespectful to Tua.
How is that disrespectful? I'm talking about talent. Do you think that?
Just like pure talent.
Yeah, like how good of a player they are. Because I think if you slot in any of these guys above him, if you put any guy from SA to B, those top three tiers on the Dolphins right now, I don't think there's a drop off. None of them. Would you argue that?
Yeah.
Who?
Lamar, Trevor Lawrence, and Matt Stafford.
That's crazy.
I may have to second Jacob just on that point. I don't know if there's so we're saying there's no drop off if Lamar switched with Tua. Like there's no drop off.
So do y'all think
it's not about who's better? I'm just not. It's about attributes. It's about attributes.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about who's a better player. Like who's a better player. Like yeah, maybe the team may fit them better. So the coach will obviously call different plays. But I'm saying who's a better player. There's really no argument for Tua being a better football player than Lamar Jackson. Like I really don't understand that.
That's not up for debate.
How?
That is
because all Lamar does is rely on his athleticism.
You're an idiot. That's like you have to be an idiot if you believe that.
Okay.
What do you mean? He's thrown 30 touchdowns in the season. How is that relying on his athleticism?
Dude, has Tua not done?
He has the second. I don't think he has.
He has.
Yeah,
he's come very. He's on track this season.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, he is. Like I said, he's playing at an elite level. I acknowledge that. But there's really no case to say he's a better football player than Lamar Jackson. That's foolishness. Like that's foolishness.
Everything that has to do with throwing a football, Tua is better than Lamar at.
Oh my gosh.
I beg to differ. He's better accuracy wise, standing still. But if we get on the run, he's not better. Out of structure, he's not better. He's not even close out of structure. What do you mean?
Dude, on the run isn't even close between Tua and Lamar. Lamar cannot throw on the run.
Okay. Anyways, the deep ball, Lamar throws a very good deep ball. Tua has it would be a try to say he has a noodle arm, but he doesn't have one of the strongest arms in the league. Like no, that's a lie. What you're saying is a lie. But go ahead though. We know that you hate Lamar. Like there's definitely.
I don't hate Lamar.
You do. So there's definitely ulterior motives there. But like outside of him, you said Matthew Stafford. How can you say that? Like truthfully, like seriously, what is he better at than Matthew Stafford at?
We were talking about being on the Dolphins. If Matthew Stafford is put in what's his name system, McDaniel's system. He is not succeeding in that system.
Are you
What?
crazy?
Why would
He just played in McVay's system and won a Super Bowl.
It's the same system.
It's the same coaching tree. That's the same coaching tree. It's the same coaching tree.
I don't see it, man.
How do you not? It's the same coaching tree. I just explained it to you last episode. Shanahan, McVay, McDaniel, they are the same coaching tree. They call plays differently because they have different players. Like I said, Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is running.
That's the other thing. I'll get into that.
Brock Purdy, yeah.
What should he be in the last year? I think
No, he shouldn't even be on this list.
Yeah, he shouldn't be.
I mean, he's a starter. Like,
He's not good, bro.
Dude, if you actually watch these games, he cannot hit a receiver.
Yeah,
it's hard to say you can't win. It's hard to say you can't hit a receiver and you've never lost a game. Like I'm not the guy who says quarterbacks are all. I don't think that quarterback wins is a great stat. It does matter for some guys, but if you've never lost, like you're not garbage. You're not garbage if you never lost. You can't.
Dude, this year he's missed all of his deep balls.
You're lying. Like you're lying.
The only one I've seen
lying.
is the one to Ayuk and the one to Debo.
Debo in the last game. There's been 3 games though, so he's thrown 2 deep balls. So how can we say that he's missed off his?
Okay, and then you count up how many he's actually thrown. He probably has like a 2% completion rate.
That's probably a lie, but okay. Like I'll let that slide.
It's not more than 10.
Yeah,
not
the
more
point
than
is
10%.
he can't really make those throws like the S through B can make. Like he can't make those.
I agree. He definitely can't. It was I had him in the D tier originally, but I decided to slot him in a bit higher because I think he's a little bit better than like Jimmy Garoppolo, Tannehill, like those guys. I do think he's a little bit better intangibly. Like maybe not like his like throwing arm or anything like that, but like the intangibles that he brings to the game, the way he processes the game, the way how fast he gets the ball, like that's a part of it.
He's better than Derek Carr.
Derek Carr's not. Derek
I
Carr's
was just about to say.
Derek Carr's not good to me though. And Daniel Jones is terrible to me. I'm sorry, Daniel Jones is horrible to me.
Yeah, I don't know why
he's a bad football player to me.
I think Daniel Jones is better than Purdy.
Maybe he is, but
no, he's not.
I don't know. But honestly,
like on the same tier.
Purdy's a bit of a controversial take though, but he was left off the list originally because I didn't put most of the guys who haven't played that much, like who don't have that much on film. Like this is mostly for players who've put a lot of games on film.
Apparently, Purdy only has 5 deep attempts in the season, so
I don't know what they're calling a deep attempt. I've seen 5 in a single game.
You just said that he didn't hit any deep balls though. But we've counted out his. I know that, but we've counted out touchdowns though. So his percentage can't be that low if we've counted out deep ball touchdowns.
It can be low. It depends on whatever Miles is talking about, what they define a deep ball as.
That's what I'm looking for, but like
probably 20, 30 yards.
Which one of y'all were saying that Joe Burrow was throwing deep balls yesterday?
Jacob.
Because I think y'all's definition of medium and deep balls.
I didn't say he was throwing deep balls. I said he took a couple deep shots in the second half.
What are you talking about? You just said the same sentence. You just added a few words. You just said the same sentence.
Dude, I didn't say that he was throwing deep balls like consistently throughout the game.
You said that he Bruh, you said in the second half they started going deep. That's your literal quote. You said in the second half they started going deep.
Yes, I did say that.
So what are you saying now? I don't understand.
I don't understand. I'm saying that's what I said.
Okay. Anyways,
I think, I think.
So I just want to say, do we have anything to address in the B tier? Like, do you think those guys are out of order? I know you said Matthew Stafford. I disagree though. It's Super Bowl champion. In the C tier, would you really put Tua in the B tier? Like, would you, Jacob?
No, I actually would.
I would too.
Y'all think that he's as good as those guys?
He doesn't get a Trevor Lawrence, dude.
If
Trevor Lawrence is
B tier, like he's in the very back. He's in the back.
He's better than Trevor Lawrence and Matt Stafford right now.
He is.
It may be so. That means, in my opinion, if you have Anyways, but in my opinion, if you put Tua up, you would have to move. You'd have to move Kyler and Kirk up with him.
No.
Why?
Kyler?
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray be balling. But I mean, he's hurt. Like he played for the Cardinals, but Kyler Murray be balling.
No, not Kyler. He's on COD too much.
But
Yeah.
so you're saying that they're similar in talent, Julian? Kyler Murray and
Yeah,
Tua right
absolutely.
now?
And talent.
They're
Kyler
not
Murray
right,
doesn't
right
play-
now.
Kyler Murray
He's
doesn't
not,
play
he's not
big, yeah.
playing, but
Kyler Murray's an all-star talent. Like, yeah, Kyler Murray's is a monster, and he's produced monster seasons. Like Kyler Murray has thrown for about as much as Tua has in his career,
He was an MVP
and he
candidate. I remember that.
adds 500 yards of rushing on top of it and 5 touchdowns rushing. Like he's definitely played very well. But
He has.
yeah, I do think they're on the same level. I struggle to put them on different.
It's
levels.
close, but I'd give Tua the edge.
Maybe, yeah, because right now, like you would definitely give Tua the edge, absolutely. But because that's what we've seen the most recently.
And I mean the entirety of last season also. So
What?
yeah,
Kyler
Murray's
looked
also
bad
playing
last
for the
season.
Cardinals, so.
I mean, Tua was balling. Like he was
Played for
there.
he played for the Cardinals, though. Played for the Cardinals, is my opinion. It's like my point.
Yeah.
I mean, I know, but I can't make this assumption that he's like, unstoppable if I haven't
I
seen
mean,
him.
we've seen him produce with not mediocre, but
No,
average
that was
weapon.
prime D Hop.
yeah, that's it though.
I mean, that's all you really need.
Obviously not. You see what the Titans look like right now. So
This is not prime D Hop. This is washed D Hop.
it's just,
Dude,
I mean,
they
Dude.
have,
2 years removed.
and they also have Derrick Henry as well.
Yeah, I'm
so,
saying.
It's
And
also
Kirk
looking
Cousins.
like a washed Derrick Henry. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
Yeah, he's hitting that time for running backs. Like it's about that time. But quarterbacks, yeah, like I would maybe have to move up Kirk too if I was going to move Tua up. But see, this is my issue with how y'all evaluate quarterbacks because we don't actually really look at the game. You know what I'm saying? Like we look at the box scores and stuff. We look at how things
But
things
not the
appear
next
to
gen
the
stats.
to the next gen stats. I think are important. Like and Tua's next gen stats are very good. Like I said, he's playing well this year. I don't dispute that. But if we look at these graphics, look at them. Like look at the thing on the left. Like look at that.
Dude,
Are y'all reading it?
quick question. If we pulled up a pass chart like this of Lamar's game last week or this last Sunday, do you think it would look any different than that?
What last Sunday? Like week 2?
No, like yesterday or 2 days ago.
What do you mean? What it looked? I'm not even talking about the depth of his targets. That's not
What are
what
you
I'm
talking about?
He's talking about the separation.
Read this. Read the headline. Read that on the left side.
Yeah, so Tua completed every one of his 16 pass attempts. Only one pass attempt had a completion probability under 60%. So the average completion probability was 80.8%.
Dude, that
That's
doesn't
He
mean
was throwing
insane.
to open men.
That's insane.
is that insane?
Tua also leads a lot of his passes, like to a certain point where like it gives his like players a chance to like run after catch.
No, he
So, like,
does. He's an accurate quarterback.
Yeah, he's an accurate quarterback. So like it's not like
No.
they're like wide open, but they're
Yeah,
open.
no, this is prior to the throw, though. These are prior to the throw. These stats are prior to the throw before he lets the ball go. So the lead doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter. That's not factored into the numbers here. 12 out of 16 had 3 yards of separation. Do you understand how wide open that is in the NFL? That's butt naked open.
Okay,
Like-
it's Tyreek. We get it.
More than just Tyreek. That offense is insane.
He didn't have Jalen Waddle last week.
He didn't need Jalen Waddle. They scored 70 without him. And
I'm
every
just
throw that
saying.
he made had a probability of 60. That means he should have completed every pass, literally.
I definitely would like to
I
see
wish
this
I
for
could find
other
numbers.
quarterbacks. Well, I definitely would like
I
to
would-
see this.
I would too. I do think Tua is a great fit for Mike McDaniel, though. Like I do think they're definitely a great fit. So I would say Tua will prosper working with him. But yeah, it's wild to me how we evaluate quarterbacks as if their situation is not factored in at all. Like
Dude,
this
that's
guy
what
is
you do.
what?
That's
No,
just,
I factor in their situation. I do.
okay.
I think that's very important. Like that's a huge part of football, your surroundings. So to act as if Tua's the best player in football right now is just, I think that's a disservice to the game. Because like we're just like looking at the chart, like this is not a high degree of difficulty. Like he's not playing in a difficult offense. He
Dude,
is executing very
shut
well.
up. You can't say that it's not difficult to go 16 for 16 in the NFL.
No.
Like, just
It
stop.
is difficult. I said he's executing at a very high level, but the degree of difficulty in terms of NFL quarterback play is low. It is.
I disagree with
is.
that.
12 out of 16 of your
And
targets.
the stats
3
from
yards
one
open,
game
Jacob.
do not back that point. Sorry.
I could pull it up from other games.
Go
I
ahead.
feel like that's how it's supposed to be though. Like, isn't your OC supposed to draw up plays like that are
No.
easy?
It is, but that's you have to give the credit to them then. You know what I'm saying? Like
But they're not making
credit.
the plays.
Bro, every player in football has to go out and execute.
Okay.
But not everyone can.
But a lot of people
I agree.
do though. And they get the
I
credit.
didn't say everyone can. What?
Lots
Not
of people-
everyone is getting this. Nobody else is getting this.
Dude, it's not even to the extent of what he's doing. Like, it's just the extent that he's actually like, playing well. It's not that he's scoring 70 or like going 16 for 16. He's playing well. Like,
I understand that. He is playing well. I don't think that he's one of the best quarterbacks in football. And now I'm a hater for saying that because his stats look good and the team's operating very well. But I think that we have to like factor in the fact that the team is very awesome. Like that's an awesome offense with an awesome play caller. Like
that's
you can't give all the credit to the quarterback.
That's the case for most quarterbacks.
Just think like
it's not.
Think of any of the years Tyreek Hill was playing with Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that the stats would be any different with Pat Mahomes? Tyreek wide open, but 70 yards down the field. It's probably a 90% chance of completion because he's wide open.
And he got Travis Kelce.
I'm saying Travis Kelce is wide open every single drive. They don't guard him. He just sits in the zone. He's wide open. 90% chance of completion.
They don't guard Travis Kelce?
They don't.
And that's the same for Kirk Cousins. Like Justin Jefferson be open on every play. Like it's not hard, dude.
Oh yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard to play for the Vikings. It's not hard,
Hey yo,
it's not hard to play for the Vikings at all. Wow. They have no running game, but it's not hard to throw for the most passing yards in the league. It's not difficult, but you have no running game. That's not difficult, right?
No
Hey,
running
Drew.
game.
No sense at all.
No
The
running
Vikings
game.
have no running game. They have no running game. They
What
just
does
went
that
out
have
and
to do with
traded for Cam
anything?
Akers because
What
they
does that have to
couldn't
do
run
with
the ball.
anything?
And they had
What's it-
what?
They only have no running game because they're always down.
What
They're
do you
always-
mean?
they're always
What
trying
does
to
that
come
have to
back.
do with anything? Do you understand how easy it is to play football when you can run the football for 6 yards a carry?
Why would
You
you run the
understand
ball
how-
when you have Hawkinson and Jordan Addison and the
Like,
best
win
receiver in
games.
football?
That's how you
So
win games.
why can't Desmond Ritter, be like the best
Because
quarterback?
Desmond Ritter sucks. What are we talking about? Desmond Ritter is a horrible player. He was drafted in the 3rd round. Like, that's not the guy who I want leading me to a
Desmond
championship.
Ritter.
I'm not comparing Tua to Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter is garbage. He's dumpster. I'm not talking about
Very true.
I'm talking. I compare Tua. I put him on the level with guys like Kirk Cousins, Kirk Cousins is leading the league in passing right now, and Kyler Murray, who's a number 1 pick in the NFL draft, who's produced. Like, it's not a disrespect to say he's on those guys' level. I don't think he's on the level of Justin Herbert. Like, that's.
So shouldn't
that's
Kirk
hard for me to
Cousins be the best quarterback in the league, in your opinion?
What?
Because he plays with the highest degree of difficulty because he only has one receiver, no running game.
When did I ever say he plays with the highest degree of difficulty?
Isn't that what you just said?
No. Ian said that it wasn't hard. That's what he said, and I refuted that point.
Okay, what's the difference? Is that not you calling it difficult?
Yeah, it's not easy, but he doesn't play with the highest degree of difficulty. That's stupid. Bryce Young plays with the highest degree of difficulty.
Do you think that Tua plays with the smallest degree of difficulty?
top 3?
Damn.
Hey
Okay.
man, hey Drew, what about this video, bro? You want this?
Yeah, pull the video up because we compared him to some of these guys, and I think it's disrespectful because he can't make these plays.
Yeah, let's do it.
Your sound like an athlete. Hit a superstar sitting in a backseat. I don't know your baby mama, don't ask me. She a pretty girl, but she get nasty. Know how I go, I can't put nothing past them. They gon' do what you want with your cash, or you get free, let me know we can catch them. Baby off the top rope like it's wrestling. Don't even know her and bought her a bag. He can't fuck with me, I know why he mad. She can't forgive me, I gave her a swag. Mama won't jazz, so I bought her a jag. Big Louis duffel is not for the fashion. Oversized jacket to cover my ratchet. Been out here popping, I'm not just a rapper. Never did fraud, but I'm making transactions. Running the money, I'm sound like an athlete. Hit a superstar sitting in a backseat. I don't know your baby mama, don't ask me. She a pretty girl, but she get nasty. Know how I go, I can't put nothing past them. They gon' do what you want with your cash, or you get free, let me know we can catch them. Baby off the top rope like it's wrestling. Don't even know her and bought her a bag. He can't fuck with me, I know why he mad. She can't forgive me, I gave her a swag. Mama won't jazz, so I bought her a jag. Big Louis duffel is not for the fashion. Oversized jacket.
Bro, where is baby? Where is baby?
Why did we just watch a TikTok of the best quarterbacks in the league making a pass?
Bro, Tua made
That
that
was from
first
this is
play.
from that. No, he didn't.
Week 1. Yes, he did.
He was on the run, 70-yard bomb.
Yeah, up in the pocket, threw it on the sideline. Perfect pass.
Like, nice.
Perfect. That was the best throw of the season so far.
Really? To be honest.
That was a better throw than that pass from Mahomes right there.
To be
Yes.
honest.
It was better than the
Or
Pat Mahomes. It wasn't better than the Josh Allen one though. Where it's
What
like
about the
right
Justin Herbert where he's rolling?
that
he's
was not hard.
back-
I'm sorry.
Dude, if Tua did that, it would be cribbed for 6.
Bro,
No
what?
quarterbacks can do that. Maybe about 3 quarterbacks in football can throw that pass.
But
No
Julian,
quarterback can stop and throw across the
Jacob,
field.
he's backpedaling and threw across his body.
He set
across
his
the field.
feet.
It doesn't matter. He's fading.
What do you mean it doesn't
he's
matter? Any
fading-
quarterback can
fading-
be on the run and set their feet and throw a ball 40 yards.
He was fading away, Jacob. That
He
was
was
a
not.
fade. Oh, God, it was. But anyways, he literally is backpedaling in the video, so his momentum has to be going backward. You can't step into the.
And then
throw.
when you set your feet, your momentum
so he
stops.
stepped into the throw.
What?
Did he step into the throw?
I didn't say he stepped into the throw. Quarterbacks don't need to step into a throw unless they're bombing it
That means-
downfield.
What? You don't know anything about football. If you just legitimately, if you just said that, you know nothing about football.
Dude, what are you talking about? Quarterbacks,
You're not
most
stepping
NFL quarterbacks
If you're
put
not
their weight
stepping
on their back
forward,
foot
Jacob, that means
and
that you're
throw
going
off their
back.
back foot.
or
That's
you're
what Mahomes
flat-footed.
does. That's what Josh Allen does. That's what Tua does.
I just said it. No. Oh goodness. That's what I just said. He's off his back foot and threw the ball across the field.
Every quarterback throws off their back foot.
Saturday, 11 a.m. Saturday, 11 a.m.